So if you're looking for a way to Dockerize your Node.js application and through a pipeline push that into ECR, which is Elastic Container Registry, then this is the video for you. Hello, my name is Siba and welcome to Cloud Space. Please don't forget to subscribe and of course like and share the video. Now, there are a few things that we are going to need in order to do this, and I'm going to be doing this in 3 separate videos, but in this video I'm going to talk about some of the core components to get this going. In the next video we'll then build a small Express API that will then Dockerize, and then in the third video we'll then do a CI/CD pipeline using GitHub Actions, and then we'll integrate that with ECR by logging into ECR and then pushing our images into that. Now, in terms of the environment, we do need a couple of things. Number one, I do assume that you already have a GitHub account and that you have an AWS account, right? Because in the AWS account, that is where our ECR will be provisioned or created. Also, you will need a set of keys, IAM keys, to then log in from GitHub Actions into your AWS account. In terms of the repository, so if I open up Firefox here, on my side I've already created the NodeJS API CI repository, and all that's left is to then connect it to my local repository. And so in your case, what I would then advise you to do, unless you're just following along, is then to create your own repository where you will then have will push your code into. Another thing that I've done in this video is that if we come into settings and we go to secrets and variables, right, I've already created these secrets over here, and that's just simply for security purposes. But essentially, from your account, what you would also need is your access key, your account ID, the region that your ECR repository is in, the secret access key, and the repository name. And this will come into play in the third video, where we then build the steps of our pipeline. Then the other thing you'll need besides these is, for now I think that's it actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into VS Code here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, I've already created a folder as well here. Again, on your side, you can create a folder wherever you feel comfortable. And what I'm going to do in this particular folder here is I'm going to open up the files panel on the side here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create I'm going to initialize a Git repository in this folder here. That of course gives us a local repository. And then having done that, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to follow the steps here to then connect this repository with this. I'm just going to say init. We've done that already. We'll add a readme. And that makes sense, right? Because we want to, and then I'm going to do the first commit here, because obviously we want, sorry man, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say touch. I think that'll be the simple thing to do here. .md, and that's going to create it here. And then having done that, we are then going to paste the command for the first commit, and I'll just say initial commit, hit enter. Oh, cool. Yeah, we've added a file. So what I'm going to have to do is, so if you look at the status here, there's a read file that we've just added by ourselves. So I'm just going to make sure that we add all of that. We check that into our own repository, and then we do initial commit. And that should be fine now. Cool. Then the next thing we want to do is we're going to change branches to main. And lastly, we'll finally add the remote repository here. And then we should be good. Now, if we say, and then lastly, there's like a last command here that's kind of convenient as well. So now what we'll do is we'll just push our small little changes here into the repository. And so now it's gearing up to do just that. Okay, it's going to take a couple of seconds. And then, yeah, now if we refresh our page here, excuse me, if we refresh the page here, you'll see that we have a README file, and of course it's empty. There's no content in it, right? So this is the first step. We've set up the environment. Then in the next video, what I want to come back and do, we want to do the Node.js aspect of things, get that going, and then we'll check it into the repository. Then once we're done with that, we're going to come back with another video and do the GitHub Actions portion of our series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.